And we are live. Hey, so much lovely to present to you today. Hey, everybody, thank you for tuning in and welcome to Blades Against Bandwidth. It's, our absolute pleasure to be here for you today, and hope you'll enjoy watching our little game. So I have the usual suspects of Blades versus Bandwidth, Blades Against Bandwidth. We're all here, but we have a special guest tonight. Special guest, tell them who the hell you are.
My name's David Beatty, and I'm the Southern Tim Deschane.
That makes you my Southern hetero life mate. You know that, right? So
I mean, it's true.
Yep. Well, wonderful. Well, thanks so much for everybody for tuning in, and I want to say, hey, how do I look, everybody? My new webcam. So this is true.
I thought you were talking about the hat, and I was like, it looks like you want to pass the Dutchie to the left one time.
I mean, if I was back living in Massachusetts, sure, why not? Who doesn't like a little Dutchie now and again when it's legal? But no, this is my COVID hat. Lori made me this. This is like my because my hair has officially gotten it's just gone berserk. So and it's just gonna get worse. So
are you bringing the fro back?
Yep. I decided,
are you?
Yeah, I decided what what the heck? Why not? I'm locked in. I figured let's go ahead and just grow it back out and just not stress it. But see, the problem with growing it back out is that for like 6 months it's gonna be medium, but it doesn't look like anyone's gonna see me for 6 months. So it's hat until then. It's gonna be hat. Hoo-bah! Surprise!
Free the fro. Free the fro, brother.
Yeah, the real problem is though, all right, I'll do it for a second here. It's actually gotten so long, it screws with my virtual background. Check this out. So it's all kind of, my hat's got it all laid down here, but it actually,
It's like Lego head.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, so, yeah. I'm not doing it. Not tonight. No. Plus, Lori took the time to make me a lovely hat, so of course I'm going to wear it. Hey, we didn't talk about this before we went live, but are any of you capable of watching the Twitch at the same time? Because whenever I turn Twitch,
yeah, go on.
Val, you're able to keep an eye on Twitch. You're muted, Val.
Yeah, I can keep an eye on it.
All right, great. Yeah,
just
share comments and things, because if I turn it on, my whole thing shuts down.
Okay.
Bandwidth. That's why we're with it. So quick heads up, we will be off next week. For a couple different people have a couple different things, so we are going to go ahead and take a whole week off next week. And I don't know, maybe we'll do something else in the spot. We could rent out the Sunday 6 p.m. slot and move some folks in here and see if we can't make a little drinking money on that. So I don't know. We'll see if we can do it. So with all announcements being the same, let's just get right into the action. So you guys all made yourselves found yourselves came out of the mound that led to Elfland after having that amazing adventure there under the Hollow Hill that seemed to be the conduit, the borderland between our world and the Fey world. We had a casualty. We lost Brack there, and we'll always remember him as a stalwart warrior, one of our homeboys, and of course we'll all mostly remember that it took Julian to finally kill that fool after this many close calls and such. So you guys make your way back to Ing, and that was the end of all of the weird nighttime attacks, the strange howlings out there in the forest, the weird lights. And it seemed to take you no time at all. You guys were in the mound for what felt to you like several hours. But when you came out, by the position of the moon, no time at all had passed. So again, this has kind of cemented your reputation there in the city. So you guys head back to the village of Ing and have a couple of days off. While you're there, we meet there's another traveler has come through has come through the city. We meet Septus. Septus is a wizard. What do we know about Septus, Beatty?
You guys see him. He's kind of a unimpressive male, wearing some tattered clothes, cloak. You can tell he's kind of the scholarly type because he's nose deep in a book. But one of the weird things you notice about him is he's got a lot of warts on his hands and on his face. That's because his patron is Bobo Bubules.
Ah, Bubugbabills. That's our first Bubugbabills man in the house here. That's fantastic. Yeah, so he is a warty and unimpressive man, yet somehow he's hanging out. I don't know. Lord knows we've all been there. I think we can say this. So, but yeah.
Rubbing a little cream on him.
Yeah, sure. It sounds good, so. All right. So the council that you guys all met with last time, they once again sort of like bring you a, they have like a banquet for y'all, and you guys are toasted, and for bringing an end to whatever the thing is. They all are desperate to hear the story of what happened. So what do you guys share with everybody? All of it, some of it, none of it?
Oh man, I'm going to show off my dagger.
Yeah.
Show them off that Heartsbane slew the wicked Fey prince.
Yep. The dagger that slew Prince Ashart.
Chaos Base in the jars, and nobody liked it.
You think, how come you're not getting it up for that? That was hard to find, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to let everybody know how effective the banana bread was in taking down Elfland.
Yeah, they mentioned that the widow has been around recently. Like she's been taken to bed. People fear that she's doing poorly.
But I'm going to offer to throw an arm wrestling tournament as a fundraiser to raise money for the widow.
Man, they are so excited about that because everyone's heard about your crazy arm. Okay, so yeah, so quickly it's a Wednesday when you get back. That Friday night, everybody in around the pub with no name and waiting for this arm wrestling tournament. And pretty much it's going to be your Quendy. Pretty much everyone already figures it, but they want to see it, top out. So why don't we call it one die roll? Give me a strength check for Forrester. See if anyone can actually best you. D20 and add your modifier, your strength modifier.
Okay. So I rolled a 7. I have a +3 modifier because Beatty, I've got one. I'm a hobbit with one strength 18 arm. So that brings it up to a 10. But I am not happy with that. I will not let my glory go away. So I'm also going to spend 5 points of luck to bring that 10 to a 20.
Wow.
Yeah, the man brings the fire. Forrester takes all comers. People come from all over Nine Towns to test their strength, against Forrester, and all of them lose. And it winds up actually raising a nice bit of change for the widow. And you guys are lauded. Like I said, you guys have now become beloved figures within the town. And let's say 2 days after that, points of luck. That Sunday, everyone is still talking about all of that. And you guys are all staying there at your free comp rooms at the inn. And while you're there, you get a knock on the door that comes, someone comes and, comes a calling. And it is once again, it is Quendy, the blacksmith's daughter, who you beat in the semifinals. You know what I mean? She didn't make the finals. There were some beefy lumberjacks that came in from around the way, and they just couldn't hang with you. But sure enough, Quendy's Forrester, how's the arm? You recovered yet?
Doing good. How's my big lady?
She's doing my best. I'm actually I'm here to ask for a favor.
Oh yeah? Hit me.
So you guys have that rep, and we appreciate our heroes here in Ing. And have for quite a while. So my cousin Zio, he is just come of age, and he's refusing an apprenticeship with my father and with anybody else. He has dreamt of sailing his entire life, and now apparently he has passage on a ship leaving out of the capital. And it's a march to get over there, and it's a fairly dangerous walk. But I was wondering if you would consider escorting him. I mean, you and of your fellows.
Hey, Quendy, I would be happy to do it just out of our friendship, but I know that the first words that are going to come out of the mouths of my companions are "What's in it for us?" You know that's not me, that's not my style, but I can't help who it is I spend my time with. So when they ask me that question, what do you think I should tell them?
How about, if you guys are going to be sticking around Ing, and we really hope you do stay.
Hey, I
love hearing that. That's wonderful. It's so wonderful having all of you, especially you. If you guys do stay, you guys are going to need weapons made and armor repaired. And I can offer you my father's absolute most favorable rates. And anytime you need your sleeve redone there, your special crazy arm sleeve, I'm happy to fix that up and to get that set up. But look,
all right, I'll let my friends know.
Yeah, talk to your companions and let me know what they say, and come in and meet me shop tomorrow.
And how long is this journey?
It's about like 3 days to get there. It's not that far. If you go as the crow flies, that's the problem. If you use a safe route, if you go all the way, through 5 Points and make your way weak, the ship that he has passage on, it's going to be his first ever, sea voyage. And it's going to leave before that. He won't have time to get there if he takes the safe route. So it's going to mean going overland, and that's going to be a little more dangerous, which is why I thought of you and your friends.
All right, I'll let him know. Thank you.
All right. See you tomorrow. All right. So what do you do?
So I'm going to go ahead and meet up with my friends and let y'all know that Quendy would like us to escort her brother. It's about a 2 or 3 days journey. And
what's in it for us?
Yeah, great guess. That I wanted to make sure that we got the best deal possible out of Quendy, and she says that if we escort her brother down there, we're going to get for life when it comes to her making like weapons and armor for us. And like, look at this sweet chain glove that I've got here right now for my big guy arm. She can make stuff like that for you guys as well.
Arthur just kind of shakes her head and she's like, well, I'm going to come. I'll do it.
Thanks, Tiki.
I want to check on the widow before we go, though, just to see if there's anything I can do. But
okay.
Yeah, and I have to deliver the funds to her, minus my 5% operations fee.
Yeah. Your 5% cut out of there is like 6 gold pieces. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
yeah.
All right.
Who's the thief of the group?
Me, but I'm like lawful. I'm a little more scoutish than I am thiefy.
All right. Well, I was gonna say I was gonna try and fill out the party because I see you guys you kind of look like you've got some pull. Like you may be on the up and coming, and safety's in numbers. I definitely could use some meat shields. So I'm gonna look at the one who might be the shadiest and just kind of slither up and do my best to join the party.
Apparently that's Forrester.
It would probably actually be me.
I was going to say, I bet it's Ernie or Wiggs, actually. Ernie are kind of our shadier ones.
Yeah, Ernie's my warrior, and he was a former con artist with a personality of 7, so you can imagine how good he was.
Yeah, so I'll approach Ernie, and I'll spin a tale of how I've heard of the Wise Clan and their bold deeds across the land, and how I'd be honored to tag along and possibly aid in the arcane endeavors of your mission.
Yeah, and I look at you and I say, "What's wrong with your face?"
Yeah, he's got like a really wide mouth, so it's like you don't want to stare, but you can't help but stare. And you're starting to see some. The more you stare at me, the more you probably don't want to look at me. But you sense great power. You really do.
Wouldn't expect less out of a Septus.
All right. So you guys go and check on the widow. And yeah, she is in bed and looking poorly. And that remember I mentioned that blackness that was swirling around her eyes? It seems to have gotten worse. And when the two of you get there, she is like, "Oh, who is it? Who is it?"
It's Tia Martha and Forrester and everyone. And what's wrong with you, ma'am? Or what happened?
There's a great struggle going on within me. I've always been a woman of great resolve, but now I'm fighting something off. I can feel it.
Do you think some banana bread will help?
No. She's like, I don't know.
Cause it?
Say again?
Did the banana bread cause it? Is it friendly fire?
Friendly fire. I don't know what caused it. It's happened for a while now. She says for the past several months, I've been hearing this voice, and it blasphemes. It calls to me. It says the most wicked things to me. It calls for me to do impossible wrong. And all I've been able to do is hold it at bay. But now it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse.
I understand that a woman like yourself would never actually want to say the wicked things that this thing is saying to you. But just so that we know what we're up against, can you please repeat the horrific words this thing is whispering into your ears?
It's telling me to give myself over to this dark being that will give me revenge. And it tries to convince me that I'm due revenge for things that never bothered me before. But now I hear these voices and I think maybe I've been wronged over and over and over again throughout my life. Maybe my sister's got what I should have had. Maybe our old neighbors looked down on us and laughed at us behind our backs. Maybe no one in this town. And now she kind of sits up and she looks kind of like she shakes off some of that weakness. She's like, maybe no one in this town appreciates what I've done for them, sitting on this foolish council with these idiots for all this time. Perhaps
I would like to step up at this time and put my hand on her forehead and say, "Oh, ma'am, let's just take a breath. And I know, justice will be served to those who deserve it, as always." Mm-hmm. And, I pull out my sword in a non-threatening manner and invite her to put her hand on the hilt with me because it's my holy symbol. Sure. And say, I'm going to try to lay on hands to, if there's anything I can do to support her.
Okay, so, yeah, you can, when you put your hand on her forehead, you can feel this heat coming off of her, and it almost like when you're actually physically touching her, you actually feel this murmur as well. You can feel this these voices that are there, and yeah, you think you're up against there's something powerful going wrong with this. So yeah, give me a lay on hands check and tell me how you do. Actually, I need 1 minute. I'm gonna go grab my sorry, Rebecca.
Build up some suspense here. I start talking about how justice is more important than revenge, and my cleric worships Justicia, the goddess of justice.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I shouldn't say that because I may need you to heal me, and I'm a little bit tainted.
I consistently fail to heal people who do chaotic things. So I got really bad disapproval when I tried to heal Wiggs last week. And she's neutral, but she collects fingers from the corpse.
You're with them.
Usually it's with
the bandolier fingers.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That should be a magic item.
All right.
Bandolier fingers.
Okay, Tia Martha, How did you do on that check?
I was waiting for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
I rolled a 9. Oh, really?
No.
It doesn't sound good.
9.
You got a total of 9. So instead, you pick up a point of disapproval.
Do we sense that we're on the brink of something successful with that roll?
Usually lay on hands, the minimum is 12. So
yeah, you
12 would have been useful.
Yeah, you think honestly, Tia Martha, you feel like whatever this is going to take. Like one die is not going to cut it. Whatever it is something like something really powerful and heinous.
So I like pop my knuckles and straighten my shoulders. Say, "Oh, it's like that, is it?"
Yeah.
Trying to ask your God for a miracle.
Yeah, is this an exorcism?
Ooh.
Oh. Is this? Do I want to start with a divine
I mean,
aid?
maybe it's time
You know,
to.
this is serious. Maybe I should. Let's in the Book of D, Chapter C.
If she doesn't answer, I know a guy I can introduce you to.
Yeah.
These warts ain't half bad.
All right, so divine aid. I mean, this seems pretty serious. So,
It's at least a DC 5.
all right. I am going to call upon Justicia for divine aid to save this soul from whatever is going on with her, with the spirit of revenge that's possessed her, clearly.
Gotcha. Divine aid.
Expel the world ender spirit. That's 17.
Hey, man.
17 total. How many dice is that?
Yep.
On thing?
And a lay on hands. Oh, it was a divine aid, but for lay on hands,
yeah,
it would,
sorry, you're right. It's a divine aid.
okay.
Tell you what. Do you want to throw 2 points of luck on top of that too, and put it over the top, Jeff?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, cool. You
So
burn
it's up to 21 now.
Yeah, so here's the thing, okay? This divine aid, this takes like 45 minutes of you like hovering over the bed. Everybody else, like Ernie, Wig, Septis, like all y'all, she just keeps trying to get up. So you guys all wind up like actually like physically having to hold on to her while Tia Martha does her thing and such. And in the end, okay, like she finally, like her head flicks back, and you see this stream of blackness like flies out of her face. This crazy void, and it looks to you nothing so much as the vision you had of when Gorflagrator died back at the back when you guys were all 0 level, that the streams of blackness that went into the air that reached over and touched down all over and like took over all of those people. Like you feel like it's like you see it actually being the power of the gods has physically forced this thing out of her body, and she just like rocks back and like kind of lays back, and she when she looks back up at you, all that blackness in her eyes is completely gone. You know what I mean? And she just looks over at you, and she's like, and is like looks around at her surroundings and her hands, and it's just like, hello. Hello? Oh, I feel better.
Good.
So is the black mass still in the room?
No, it kind of like sort of like flew up. It sort of like went just through the walls and the ceiling, sort of like blasted out into the blasted back out into the air, And for a moment, you had this heinous smell, like which is just like when you were around Gorflagrator all those months ago. Septis, you don't know nothing about this. All you know is this stream of blackness came out of this poor lady, and now she looks like, like she just like dropped the weight of sin off of her shoulders at this point. It just looks like completely relaxed and beatific comparatively.
And as this happens, I'm going to go ahead and drop the sack of 114 gold pieces at the town. Top of it all, look at your riches now. The town came together, they banded together and raised money, and now you can have the kind of life you want now.
Yes. Somebody maybe could get her some water to drink, and
all right, you guys.
Yeah, I'll just look her over, make sure she's all right, and not gonna have a collapse from. Yeah.
No, you get her some water, but she like gets up and it's like she looks better than you've ever seen her. Now you guys have been in town for a few weeks, and she just looks like fantastic. and she immediately goes down to her kitchen and just starts baking, and just like everyone sits down and like, you know,
Let's get out of here before the banana bread gets made.
45
Wait, it might
minutes
actually
later,
be good though.
She's putting the stuff down, and yeah, Ernie's totally right. Like by the time that comes out of the smells amazing. Like yeah, she puts a slice of banana bread with a giant piece of butter on each one of them, and like it's divine, it's like the best thing. You know what I mean? You guys are like, oh my god, it's amazing. Also, where the heck are the bananas this far inland? We don't know. They get brought in by merchants and things.
What are bananas?
Yeah, but don't know about
Banana bread.
But yeah, she looks like, just like, remarkably different and such. You guys feel like you have put like the serious change upon her, which has affected her life for the better. And once again, this goes out into like the city at large, and goes to even further extend your reputation. And people are even like I said, you're supposed to leave that next morning to take Zio, Quentin's cousin, to the thing, but like the word gets around very, very quickly. You know what I mean? And that night at the pub, like people are shouting that night, the power of the divine, and like maybe we should have a temple to your god here in the city. And they're like they're all talking about that. And the widow's talking about pledging that the amount of money that Jeff was able to figure out how much actually was. And they're talking. He's talking donating.
I did the math. It's 114. If my percent was 6 gold pieces, then her 95% was 114.
Outstanding.
Nice.
Yeah, she's talking about putting that towards putting together a temple right here in Ing.
It just would look, would look well on her for that. The money was raised for her, so whatever she needs, she should definitely keep. But if she wants to donate to build a shrine or even a temple, I would definitely consecrate the ground.
Yeah.
And help her start that. And I will happily answer all the questions without offend or put down the god that currently has a temple in the area, because he's neutral and it's not like we really cross paths or compete or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
I get it. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, so that's awesome. So are we going to do anything else before we leave the next day to escort young Zio to the capital?
No. So does that mean, since it's the next day, my my disapproval goes away?
Yes. And Jeff,
But we don't want to carouse?
Yeah, Jeff, you'll get back a carouse. You know what oh my gosh, small town carousing table. That is so fun. I'm going to write that.
You wake up in a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, we are all going to, okay. All right, everybody.
There's a pig in your bed.
If you guys are watching this at home, send a pig in your bed. That could be Big Town.
That could be Big Town.
Everybody, if you're watching this, brendan@goodmangames.com. Send me your ideas for what should be on a small town carousing table, Don Farmers, something like that. We'll do a group thing for that. That'll be hilarious.
Oops, you voted for a horrible person for president. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. All right. So, are we going to do anything else that night before we meet up with Zio and him?
I would like to try and just purchase some basic equipment because I have nothing.
Sure. You can get for backpack, bedroll, rope, candles.
Just your standard stuff.
Yeah, they'll absolutely hook you up.
Cool.
I think I took some damage from the last session, so I don't. Do we have time to heal?
Yeah, this has been a couple of days now. So how far were you down, Dak?
I was down only 6.
6. Yeah, you're back up.
6 out of 7.
Yeah, at this point, yes, you're back up to full 6 points. That's not bad,
I got 2 days worth of luck regen running so far.
Well, since the actual thing, really call it like 5 days because we all had to put that party together and everything. So, yeah, you guys actually when we start off tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody will back up that much. Ooh. All right, so Yeah, that next morning at dawn, Wendy's out front with her little cousin Zio. Zio looks to be 12, and he's got like everything he owns pretty much. He's got like this rustic that he's carrying around with him, and he comes over and obviously someone has told him how important it is to be polite to such adventurers. So he comes over and it's very nice to meet you, ma'am. It's very nice to meet you, sir. And goes around and introduces himself and Kwendi's like, listen, guys, take such good care of my little cousin here. Zio, he's, we love him, and I can't believe he's going to sea, but it's all he's ever talked about since he was, able to know about anything, and so we want to support him.
Is he taller than me?
He is like an inch taller than you, maybe what are you, like 3? You're like 3'2"? I'm so bad at this. How tall is a 12-year-old? I mean, he's like probably a little taller than you.
She's like 5'8", and Jeff. And that's,
yeah.
I was 6'3" when I was 12. I've only grown 1 inch since I was 12 years old, but that is highly unusual to be that tall at 12.
I had a late growth spurt in my 20s where I grew like another inch on my butt. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Well, if he's taller than me, then in my mind he's an adult. So I'm happy to take him to that ship.
All right.
Start here.
Yeah. So you guys start heading off towards the capital, where you guys have not recently been. You guys start making your way. So after Zio is quiet for all of a half an hour, and then he just starts in. I'm gonna be a shipmate on the Vainglorious Rat. That's gonna be my first commission, and I'm gonna go see the Ultimak Islands. I'm gonna go all over the world. I'm gonna sail every place. One day I'll be on my own ship. Just can't stop talking about how excited he is that he is gonna sail the Vainglorious Rat with the famous Captain Ozymandias, and he's just couldn't be more excited about all this. Just goes on and on about it.
No.
All right. Yeah, give me a luck check. Roll low.
I made it.
You made it.
I made it by 1.
You made it by 1. Yeah. You've at least heard the name. You've heard of the Vainglorious Rat. Let's put it. It's Captain Ozymandias. He's a merchant sailor, but it's a worked over war galley that is now used for merchant things. So he's one of those hero captains who's had these crazy adventures on the sea and such. And Zio keeps going on about it. Oh, we're gonna go. I'm gonna see the Ultimak Islands. Do you know that there are 3 moons over the Ultimak Islands? 3 real moons. What?
But why can't we see them? Where we're from?
Because they're only over the Ultimaks. They stay there all the time. There's one. I know all about it. There's 1 moon for each one of the immortal sisters that rule over the islands. So,
do you know what their names are?
Well, I know that one's called the Green Lady, and I know that one is called the Queen of Dolls, and I know that the other one is cries all that.
Is it like a heart hurt, or is it like a stab hurt?
Like a stab hurt, I think.
Okay.
But maybe it's a heart hurt. And
is the Green Lady really green?
I don't know. They call her that, though. I don't think she's really a green lady. I don't believe in green people, but maybe.
So who told you about the 3 moons?
She said, well, we had a sailor pass through the city a couple of years ago, and Mom and Dad let me, help him and do work for him, and he told me everything about it. He told me about the captain. So he promised that if he ever went out to sea again, that I could go with him, and that I could go on the Vainglorious Rat, and I was excited. And then I wrote a letter, and then he wrote me back and said that there's the ship, he's getting ready to sail off again, and that they need a cabin boy, and that Captain Ozymandias is really likes to have new sailors and teach new sailors to be really, really like the best sailors. So I'm gonna go and do that.
What's his
Your
kid's name?
parents-
The kid's name is Zio.
Your parents are all right with that.
Well, they wanted me to go and be a blacksmith, but did you ever have dreams when you were a kid that were so real? They were like real things that you thought were real until you woke up, and then you thought that.
Yeah, you know, I thought that I was going to be king once,
Really?
but I wasn't.
Maybe you'll still be king, Tia Martha. You would be a good king because you could fix everybody and make all the bad stuff go away. Everyone
I
said you
would.
could do that, and that you would be the king for just a car.
I would be. If I was king, I would do my best for everybody. But someone else turned out to be king, and it didn't work out for them. So
I had dreams. I never dreamt about being the king, but I started dreaming about the ocean when I was a baby, when I was little, and I dream about the ocean all the time. And I've never seen the ocean, but I know just what it looks like, and I know what it smells like, and I know what it would taste like if you tested your water, but you shouldn't taste it because you can't drink the water in the ocean because it's salty.
Can you swim?
I can swim a little. I swim in a lake
You'll
sometimes.
have if you want to be a sailor.
Well, they're going to teach me because that's what Captain Ozymandias does. He teaches everybody to be the best sailors. So, and then when we go to the Ultimak Islands, when I get there, I'll be able to be a really good sailor, and then I'll meet the Green Lady and the Doll Queen and the rest of them, and it'll be amazing.
you know, I think it's good to have dreams like that. So I'm going to give him. I've had this dagger I've had this dagger forever. I'm going to give him my dagger. This 1d4 dagger. I'm just going to take it off my character sheet.
But
It's good for a sailor to have a knife. You know.
He is so excited about this, and he kind of like carries it like the rest of the time. He's sort of like marching it with it in your hand, just in case it should get lost. So yeah, that is how it goes. So the whole like rest of that, like, that first day marching, it's him talking about it's him, talking about the sea and about the Ultimak Islands and about the 3 moons. He's just so excited about all of these things about it, that he just can't, he just can't like, he can't quit with all of that and such. The next day is actually starts off quiet as well. You guys like march for a while. Obviously people are tired now. It's not the same kind of thing. You guys are in deep, deep forest at this point. We're having an encounter. So here is what happens. As you guys are making your way through the forest, you guys hear a shriek. From somewhere off through the thicket that you guys are sort of like marching along on the other side of that, you hear a man. It sounds like a human male, and he's just being tormented somehow. And is yelling, "You let me out! Let me out! Let me out!" And that is what you'll hear.
I'm gonna run forward using my one giant arm like a gorilla runs.
Gotcha. Are the rest of y'all gonna follow Forrester there?
I'm not going to run full speed, but I will run. I'll jog.
Kind of hang
I'll
back
jog over.
So you'll be like towards the back of the party when you guys get up there?
I just don't want to run into an ambush in case someone's baiting us.
No,
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah. I'm always worried about baiting as well.
Mhm.
No, I'm kidding. All right, so when you guys you like, rearm it through the part of the jungle and see something very shocking indeed. Okay, so what you're looking at is you see a covered wagon. Somehow it is a green covered wagon, like the whole thing is green, and it looks like that the people escorting it are all like green head to toe, and they've also got the horses in head to toe green barding. It's the weirdest thing. But as your eyes like kind of get used to it, what you're looking at here it doesn't look like they're wearing green armor so much as these people are green, head to toe green people. So there is a wagon. Okay, this wagon is like a prison wagon. So it's just like the 4 wheels cart. It's maybe 8 by 6, just bars the whole way across and like wooden cross flats there. But like so everything there is bars. And you can't see where the gate is from the angle that you come at it from. But there are 3 people on the inside of there. One of whom was shrieking until you got there. And now you see that one of them is like laying, like sort of has their head against the bars, and like they've got this great big, one of their eyes has been like obviously been struck, and now there's like blood trickling out of the side of their eyes, starting to swell. The three guards that are along with this thing are green from head to toe, and green faces, green everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you look. The horses are likewise green that you see. They have got they have got like I said, like they appear to be green skinned and green everything and such. So there's three of them that you can see that are escorting the like walking along the side of this cart, and another one sitting on like the driver's bench up front, also green head to toe. That one isn't wearing armor though. And that,
hey, look, Zio, there are green people.
he's like,
So
So the people inside the prison cart, are they green or no?
they are not green. They are it's two men and a woman. They're all humans. And like you can see the two of them are trying to like minister to their friend, like who just got like obviously just got popped, and his eye is all like completely blown up, blood coming out of him, and they're kind of one's like pinching his nose so it'll stop bleeding. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of like fussing over him, but you can tell he's all but like he's semi-conscious, like with his face.
And how are they dressed?
They're dressed in peasant flops. They just like feel like
Okay.
farmers. Nothing extraordinary.
And so these green people with the green horses, they're green-skinned people with green hair and green armor and
green weapons. Yeah, they each
green
the
weapons?
three of them. They have halberds, and they have these tall green halberds along with them.
Is it like green and fuzzy, like it's covered in moss, or is it just like
Just green skin.
It's jewel tones is what you're looking at here,
Oh.
which is a phrase I've learned recently when I went to go buy pillows. Yes, they are jewel tones green. They have rich green skin. Their weapons are green, and all the exact same shade of green. Like emerald. Like they're everything about them. The cart, the wheels in the cart, the people over there, and and then the guards, their skin, their armor, and the driver.
Have they seen us yet?
You know what? It's an excellent question. Let's go ahead and make a check. You have burst through the thing and such. Yeah, so they are they are still turn their heads to you, and they seem to be as nimble and agile as regular people. They don't seem to be slow at all. They're not like Frankenstein moving. They're just green, and they have their faces seem like super realistic. If it's a mask or if it's an armor thing, it's like perfectly real. If they're wearing gloves, it's perfectly real. And if it's body paint or face paint, it's completely consistent head to toe on all of them. Not a mar on it that you see.
why do you have these prisoners?
He looks over at you and just points. Then he points away.
I asked you a question. I demand a response. I flex my arm.
The three of them all kind of as like almost like they had choreographed it. The three guards there, all of them sort of widen their stance out and flip their halberds out around in front of them.
I get low and I grab both my axes.
Right.
Yeah. Nudge Zio into the bushes.
Like,
You hide in there.
he
Oh,
holds
you
up
gave
his
him a
dagger.
knife. Let's let
I
him
can
fight.
help.
I'll yell back, no, Zio, it's best to watch and learn the first time.
Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of
Take
back.
note.
he kind of backs there. We'll see if he stays nudged. But why don't we go ahead and roll initiative, because I have my spider sense says violence is imminent. So why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20 and add to your you gotta be a 7. That sucks.
Somehow I didn't.
Didn't either.
Okay, so what'd you get for Anatol?
6.
6 for Anatol.
Should wait till I get called on.
Okay, Septus, what'd you get?
Modified 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Big deal, baby.
Don't let these
Yeah.
ones fool you. I got game, baby.
What's up, Shady? What did Ernie Weiss do? How'd he do?
9 total.
9 for Ernie Weiss.
Yeah, it's only initiative.
Yeah. I rolled a 20 for initiative yesterday. I was like, crap. Like, come on. You don't want to blow a 20 on that. Tia Martha.
6.
6 for Tia Martha.
I think my agility is lower than Anatol's.
Yeah.
I got 18.
I believe it's come up before. Forrester.
15.
15 for Forrester. And Wiggs.
19.
19 for Wiggs. Okay, so Septus, you are first on 20. You guys are like they started off about 40 feet away. They have advanced 10 feet at Forrester's challenge. So now they're about 30 feet away from y'all, standing there. They've got their pole arms out in front of them. Warriors, Anatol, Ernie, both of y'all making a wheelhouse check. D20, add your intelligence modifier and your warrior level, please.
Even me as a thief?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were fighter. Ernie, and are you our old fighter? Oh, Brack.
Am I the only one? Oh, right. Brack was our other warrior. Oh,
Ernie,
just
tell me
me.
what you get. Yep.
What'd you say? Intelligence plus warrior level?
Yeah, intelligence plus your warrior level plus a D20.
Just a 9. 9 total.
Gotcha. These guys, you can tell, like, they don't, sometimes you see caravan guards.
Right.
These guys, your impression is these folks know what they're doing. Like, they're not like,
Oh, boy.
yeah, these aren't like knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's where we were at. But Septus gets to go first. Septus, you're on a 20, and you see the bunch of them are headed your way.
And how far away did you say they were?
30 feet. They're about 10 feet.
Excellent.
The wagon's about 10 feet behind them. The driver on the wagon is doing something next to them. Like they've stopped the wagon's progress, and they're like, imagine like reach over, like they're getting something from next on the seat next to them. So total of 4 that you see.
All right. I'm gonna, since we don't really know exactly what's going on, I'm gonna try and cast a spell. I'm gonna go with sleep.
Okay, cast a sleep spell. Go ahead and
And
roll me a. You know what we should do? Why don't we do mercurial effects for your character?
Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to go with like cast spells?
Yeah. Roll me percentage die for your sleep spell. Tell me what you get for that. And if you have a luck modifier, add your luck modifier times 10 to whatever you get in your mercurial check.
Okay, so this will be plus 20.
Okay.
If I'm doing it right, plus
Goodness
2.
gracious.
No. I'm sorry. Lux plus 1, so plus 10%, right?
Even that's cool.
Okay.
20 was cool. The same. Oh.
71 goes to an 81.
71 goes to 81. That's the good side.
That should be good.
Yep. Roll me a die 6.
Die 6 is a 3.
3. Okay. So whenever you cast sleep, you first glow fiery red.
Nice.
Yeah. So they all pay attention to you like, huh? What's going on over here? So go ahead and make me that check for your sleep spell.
All right, just going with a plus 4, and I roll a 17. Plus 4 is a 21.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
That is up to 4 targets must save or fall into a normal sleep.
You are not going to F up my encounter from the first fucking thing. I'm killing this wizard so quick it's going to make your head spin. So,
Not if I can help it.
Yeah, here comes that check.
Okay, real quick, before you make the check, Beatty, what's the next level up and how much more would that help us? Because this is just a normal sleep. I would love it if it were like a magical slumber that they won't wake up from us just making noise.
All right, so I rolled a 21, so for 3 more, up to 8 targets must save or normal sleep. Do you want something beyond normal sleep?
That's too high. Okay, we'll stick with what we got.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
So here comes my roll. All right, 21 is my number. Guard the first.
Yeah.
Sleeps. Guard the second. Sleeps. Guard the third. You sleeps. Guard the fourth. Hey, the guy on the wagon saves.
Oh.
The driver saves. So, it's Wiggs. But you see the 3 of them that are up there in the front, they just kind of like fall over and like fall. They land heavy. They land like, like when they land, it's like stone.
I will cast Choking Cloud on the driver.
All right. Go ahead and make that check.
16. 1 small individual clouds of toxic gas appear around selected multiple targets.
Nice.
Oh my god, I hope you put some of them around the ones who are sleeping.
That would be amazing.
You know what? If they can be woken up by normal stuff, they'll wake up. I'm just, throwing
Oh,
it
that's
out
true. That would wake them up if they couldn't breathe.
there. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. All right. So who are you putting the cloud on?
The driver. And it gives them a -1 penalty to all rolls for 4 rounds.
Okay, that one is surrounded by swirling mists. Give me 1 second while I look something up real quick. Okay, doesn't say. All right, that one is his head is enshrouded in the smoke from your choking cloud, and it's clearly like aggravating him. He's still up and in this fight. So, so that was Forster. It's Forster. Your turn.
All right. So these prisoners are the bars wooden or are they metal?
These are metal bars, but they got wooden slats. Like picture the side of it is like 6 barred windows that have got wood between all 6. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm gonna run up and see if with my 2 axes I can hack away at anything that would help get them free.
Yeah, you run up. As you get close, you can see that there is a locked door on the back of it with a padlock on the outside of it. So you can take 2 shots at the padlock with your axes.
Perfect. Do you want me to make attack rolls?
Just roll damage. I mean, I'm not gonna make you roll to hit a lock on a door on a non-moving cart.
It's a total of 10 points of damage.
Kaboosh! Yeah, for 10 points of damage, I'm gonna say you shatter that lock, and it falls open, and the 3 people inside just start to scramble. So that was awesome. Ernie, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make my way. There's horses, green horses.
Green horses, yeah.
Yeah, and can I tell what the driver dude was trying to go grab?
Okay, so your move action, run up to him and check him, see what he's up to.
No, because he's like, I mean, he's I'm imagining it's like just a wagon coach thingy. So he's
Sure.
sitting up there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna go and block the horses. Is what I'm gonna do, and grab the horses, and I'm gonna be twirling my axe around because it's my lucky axe. I'm gonna be saying to the driver, I was like, "What you gonna do now?"
These horses, same thing, just green their core. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They look, now that you're this close to them, like they literally look like they are carved out of emerald and are just like standing there, just all green, whatever and such. And the 2 of them, horses are prey animals, and they don't like strangers, and they don't like blood. These 2 look you in the face. And the one that's on there, you see that he is getting a crossbow out from the buck fox up there, and is getting ready to unload that on somebody. So, all right. So you are up. Their resolve seems steady, even with the 3 guards having gotten laid out. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Do I have time to check this axe at that guy grabbing a crossbow about to shoot me?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. What the heck?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do damage. I'm going to disarm him.
Go for a disarm? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a disarm. I'm going to check my axe. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. My total is going to be 17.
17.
And and I got the deed. I rolled a 3, so he's oh wait, I didn't roll damage.
Well, you're going for his crossbow, right?
Yeah, I'm going for his crossbow. So I rolled the deed. I got a 3 for my mighty deed.
All right. So just roll a d20, add your strength modifier and the 3 for your deed.
Okay. I rolled a 14. Strike modifiers +1, so
Cool.
15.
And then
18.
Okay, 18 total, yeah. So you throw that thing at him and like you just like knock that crossbow askew.
Yeah.
It's
How's his morale now?
he looks down at it and looks at you like he's he doesn't have a weapon. Certainly didn't screw up his move this round, but he looks like he's still in this fight and getting ready to do something. But we'll see.
Give him a chance.
Yeah. We will see what's up though here in a minute. So it is their turn. So the horses both rear up and are going to try to hit you with their hooves up front, Arnie. So here comes some horse hoof attacks. I'm going to get one got a 17. Does that get you?
Yeah, it got me.
All right. You take 6 points of damage from hoof. This thing hits you right in the chest. Kaboosh. The driver, he climbs down, grapple. So make a strength check for a second.
Want high or low?
Strength versus strength. You got to beat my 7, which is garbage. But you want to add your modifier when you do.
I rolled a 7 + 1's a 8.
Man, y'all get a Captain Power and elbow tie.
Yeah, he gets up there in the last minute and he sees the warps and he's like, oh no.
He doesn't want none of that. So he runs over there and like he's trying to tie up with the wizard, but he can't. Wizard fends him off like no problem. So that's it. So that is what you see. You were hanging back a little bit, so you're a little ways behind all this.
I'm gonna go help the wizard out, drawing my short sword and my dagger.
Cool.
And I'm gonna go stab that dude.
All right, do it up.
What are the odds of backstab?
On
the guy that's wrestling Septus?
You got to give me a DC. If you give me a DC 15 sneak silently, I'll give you that backstab. But you can only one of your weapon attacks will be a backstab, and the other one will be
normal.
Yeah.
Nope, I got a 12.
You got 12. Yeah, he sees you coming and looks past Septus to see you heading up there.
All right, so I'll do dagger and short sword. My short sword hits a 16, and my dagger hits an 11.
Short sword hits it. Give me some damage, cuz.
5 points.
Yeah, he is still up and in this fight, but there you go. So Tia Martha, at this point, the last man standing is like 5 feet away from you, and then you see that the 2 horses took a shot at Ernie, and they're like still like up there, and and like silent too. The horses haven't made it. None of them have made a sound. None of them made a peep at all. Other than when they step, it makes a sound. When they strike, it makes a sound, but they don't vocalize.
And the horses took a shot at him.
Yeah, he's
not the guy who was riding the horse.
No, the horse actually went and tried to tag her, and one of them did. One of them put a hoof right in Ernie's chest.
Okay. I'm going to. Well, I cast it successfully, but not as nicely as I'd hoped. So I can speak a word at a target within 30 feet. With a 12, will be the DC of the will save.
Okay.
How far away are the horses?
The horses are just at 30 feet. That should only be 40. So
okay. So I'll say it to the man that tried to tackle the wizard. I'll say grovel.
Gotcha. Here comes my save. He is going to resist that. He is not. He is non-groveling at this point. Beats your 12.
It's not really.
So we're at the top of
the
order.
Ideal timing.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes though. So this guy's in your grill. This guy's got like, he's going for some WWC up here. So what are you gonna do?
Lick him.
I don't guess I can cast a spell in combat, right?
Yeah, man, we ain't 5e.
Then in that case, I'll throw a magic missile, or I can't. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely, yeah. Cast spell.
Yeah, I'll throw a magic missile out there and see how he likes to eat that.
Cool.
And I rolled a 12. 12 plus 4 is a 16.
Yeah, man, that's gonna hit.
And let's see.
Oh,
Try
give
to
me a percentage die. Roll me your material effect. Whew.
Okay. You're going to get me with one of these in a minute, I know.
I'm gonna try. Hey, but you know what?
Let's-
It's all the other wizards have material effects. I don't
Here
think
we
you feel
go.
left out.
I rolled a 15% total.
So that's a total. Is that 25 or the total 15?
No, 15,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, material magic. The spell requires the caster to possess an uncommon substance or item power with magic beyond the normal component.
Dang.
The material component is determined by the judge, and its rarity should be indicative of the spell's power. The object or item is consumed by successful casting. So let's say the item itself is to be continued, but I'll say that you got enough to cast this 1d8 more times.
Okay.
You got enough to cast this 6 more times.
Okay.
Wait, Beatty, do you have an 18 intelligence?
No, I do not. I have a 17.
Jeez.
So plus 2, and we're second level, right? So plus 4 total.
Yep.
Oh, I'm still first level. Okay,
First
you're
level.
second level.
Oh, Carmen told me to make her second level.
Yeah, Forrester is
Whoops.
a little bit behind because his first awesome character died.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The queen.
Yeah.
All hell. All hell.
Oh, hell,
Yeah.
Queen.
Sorry, guys.
All right, but hey, so we'll figure out what this rare substances that you have to have. But
How about guano?
oh, like fat guano?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that guano will work. Yeah.
All right.
You have
Who, me?
No.
Oh no, dude, it's 1 more plus your caster level.
Oh, thanks, man. It is 3 plus 2, 5 missiles. And what was the damage, Sam? Did you catch that too?
No, that is the damage for 14 to 17. You just do one
Oh,
missile.
I'm sorry. Okay. So then it will be 5 points of damage.
So between that and getting stabbed by dude, yeah, that one goes down. Here's what happens when he kind of flies back from that and he lands. When he lands, he turns you just see in an instant all that green just disappears off of him. It just shrinks to nothingness and then is gone. And you have a dead human now in front of you that looks just like a regular dude. Beat up and you can see where his weapons turn, his armor and everything turn. They're no longer green. And he's laying there just bleeding and dying. And that is what you see. So here's the deal. It is Wiggs. Wiggs, the only thing left of those 2 horses that were over there and that came after Ernie.
Are they distracted?
They're certainly not focused on you at all. The 2 of them are completely, currently focused on Ernie and trying to swat him.
Okay, I have a lasso, but I'm not strong enough to hold them. So I will magic missile.
Magic missile, a thing. So we throw a finger. Wada! Give me a check.
Oh, I lost the spell.
All right.
That's okay.
Yeah. Tries casting it, and it does not work out like I might have liked. That's cool though. Fight continues. It is Forrester.
All right, I'm gonna run up to one of the snoozing ones and do a coup de grace. I love to shove one axe right in his forehead, pull it back, and my other axe slit his throat.
Yeah, man, done.
Gruesome.
Yeah, so you cut his throat, and yeah, sure enough, Murder Hobbit! And the same thing happens to this one. That green on him, it just shrinks down to nothingness, and then it's gone. And now it's just a regular looking guy, middle-aged dude, just laying there dead. Weapons, everything is turned back to everything is turned back to normal, the colors that you would expect these things to be. And it's Ernie.
Are these horses are getting personal with me, or are they just want to get out of here? Can I get an idea? Can I get out of their way and just let them run? Or do we want these?
You can try to get out of their way and just let them run, see what happens.
Or no. Can I see if I could jump onto a wagon and see if I could tame these guys? Or
you could try it. You can absolutely try it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
All right.
I'm gonna do it. Like,
well, let's a couple of things. So first off, you have to like actually disengage from melee from the 2 horses to get right at the side there. So as you run off, they're going to take a free shot at you as you go off.
I can't. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
If you want your D to be not
I
getting
want to
hit by
see.
them,
Well, there's 2 horses, right? And they got whatever the bridles connecting them, and then they're connected to the wagon.
Yeah, they're in harness.
So I was, and my intent, what I originally came in there to like see if I could stop them, and then they started attacking me. Is there like, because I'm not leading them, I'm just trying to get. Right. I want to get behind them and then see if I can like jump on the whatever.
Yeah, I see. So you were like leap past them, like up the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally get it. All right. So do this because the harnesses will then keep them from getting you. So do this then. Go ahead and make me an agility check and add your D die. And if you get a 3 or better on your D die, they will not be able to do this. So I'm looking at like a 13.
Okay. I rolled poorly. Yeah, I rolled a 5 total.
5
and
total.
1 on the D die.
So it seemed like such a good idea, like so easy, but like, man, it's that harness.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's not a good like first launching off of your foot. So the 2 of them are taking their free shot at you after all, and one gets a 17 again, and you get hooved for another 3 points of damage.
3 points.
And and you are stopped up and not able to get to the wagon. So here is what happens. On their turn, they are just going to try to trample you. They're just going to try to like rush past you and like go straight over you and just like knock you down. So they are rushing at you. So here comes. Give me an agility save. Let's call this a DC 13 agility save to just get out of the way without getting trampled.
Like a reflex save?
Yeah, reflex save. Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say? Agility save? Sorry, I've been playing a lot of systems.
No, 5.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm just stumbling around. I just look like a rag doll right now.
Yeah. So whoops. So so like they kind of like knock you straight down and go straight over you. One of them steps on you. You take 2 points of damage, and the wagon like the wagon sort of like goes directly over you and such. But here's the deal: you can take a free shot at one of them from beneath, like the ground. So you can make a regular attack off the ground. Use the same D die number you got last time, and just roll
that was a 1.
And roll a D16 because you're fighting from the ground.
D16.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my D16? Yep. 12.
12. That total. Is that's going to be so the total of 12. You take a shot at these things, and the wagon goes straight over you and goes like 60 feet. Like they're at top speed trying to get out of there. The people in the back though, so Forrester actually knocked off that gate last time. These guys see their opportunity. So the 2 who are still up and going there, they sort of like grab their bud, and like the 3 of them kind of like leap out of the back of that. Let's say 2 agility checks. Roll for me. Katie, roll me a D20, and Anatol, roll me a D20. Tell me what you get.
This is agility check?
Yeah, this is for them. You're rolling for my NPCs now. Just
okay.
I got 19.
Never done that. Yeah, man. Like it doesn't look good, man. He's just like got his hands like trying to dig into the turf as this thing drags him 60 feet away from you. So the woman and the unconscious guy get out. The other guy has got his like foot stuck there, and it is starting to take off with all of them, heading out of there. But Anatol, Anatol, you're like 100 feet away at this point. But if you got an idea, I'll want to hear it.
I had an idea, but at 100 feet, I was going to say if there was something exposed that I could throw my dagger at to try and either knock the cage free or to like separate from the horses somehow.
If you can give me what's the maximum range of your dagger? Can you do 100 feet?
I think it's like 30 feet.
Yeah, I think so too. It doesn't sound like that and such. So yeah, you're kind of stymied by range there. That's all right though, because maybe Tia Martha got something. Tia?
Well, let me see. Let me try the spell again. Let me see if I roll it. If I do better at word of command, if I have a better range.
Sure. You could.
They were 40 feet away before, and now they're 60 more feet away. So no, that's not going to help me. My speed is 30. Just thinking out loud now. Should have taken darkness. That's what I should have done.
That cup, Brendan.
Say what?
What's in that cup?
Irish breakfast tea with a splash of oat milk, and I can't do dairy anymore.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Hail Mary move, paralysis. We'll see what happens.
All right. Paralysis. High roll.
No, that's a point of disapproval.
All right. So it's the opposite of that happens. That right though, you know? Because it is Septus and then Wiggs. So Septus thing's about 100 feet away at this point, and guys just get dragged from the back of this wagon as these guys just haul.
Are the sleeping target, are they still asleep, or did they?
Well, one guy is going to be sleeping forever because the murder hobbit went over there and very efficiently ripped his neck out with an axe.
Dirt nap.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to move up.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of play it loose with the group. I mean, I feel like I've shown my worth to them, and they'll look past the warts now.
Dude, we love you, warts and all. And I don't get a whole lot of chance to bust that one out there, but we do. All right, so it is Wiggs. Wiggs, you can go before this thing rides out of sight.
Okay. We just want to stop them. We want to kill the horses. What do you want to do?
Stop him.
There's that guy being dragged behind it.
Main thing is to stop the wagon, I think.
All right, so he's like his ankle is caught on a rope or something, and he's being dragged.
the crook of the gate has got his like boot. You know what I mean? So he's just getting dragged. He's face down in this thing, and like he just ate it. You can see where like he's leaving like 5-finger furrows in the dirt behind him as he's trying to like get his crap together.
What's the max range on a longbow?
It's
I
long. It's
say,
like,
it's like
600 feet or something.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try
far.
to shoot him free with the with my bow and arrow. I have a really good bow and arrow. Don't use me.
How dare you? I'm just trying to.
Oh, you're gonna use your judge powers to curse my dice. Then I'm gonna have to watch Hawk the Slayer again. Nat 20. It's beautiful.
Did you really get a nat 20? I'm giving it up.
Yes.
Y'all.
I'm gonna pick that very carefully. I'm gonna show you. It's pretty. It's red. Is it facing the right way?
Yeah. I gotta. You know what? If you don't respect the nat 20, why do you come?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess my +7 missile attack doesn't really matter at this point.
So Wiggs like brings the bow up and like it gets quiet for a moment. Like Wiggs, everything to you is like slow motion, like. And like you don't let go of the thing, the release just happens. You had that perfect bow shot, and you like all of you were like, "Oh my God, Wiggs just shot dude in the foot." But what you did was you hit him in the boot and took the boot right off of his foot. So now he's laying there, furrowed up in the dirt, one shoe off, the other shoe his one shoe cruising away from that thing. Bang! Hey, that was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, take a luck point for pulling that off. That was hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was But you should watch.
Martha's looking at her like,
awesome.
why haven't you been doing this the whole time instead of taking fingers from corpses?
It's funny. And yeah, I like my spells.
Gotcha.
Also, it took me a while to get a longbow. I just had that spell for a while.
So he kind of gets and drags himself over you. I mean, you can imagine he's just been dragged 60 feet by the back of a wagon. He's not looking wonderful, but he's alive. And he kind of like stumbles up to you guys, just like laying there like.
Yeah, I meat him halfway, and I help him up, and I start talking to him. But I'm also a little beat up myself, and as I dust off and like take out the hoof marks out of my chest. Yeah, I only have 2 hit points out of 17. I took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That'll buff right out. I'll come over and buff that out. I'll lay on hands.
Have the other prisoners all run away?
No, the 2 of them are. Whoa, we lost somebody.
We lost him.
Anatol.
Where'd Tim go? All right. He's been having connections.
He probably
issues all
froze.
over. Yeah, so he'll pop
Yeah,
out.
what's up with the other prisoners and what's up with Zio?
Oh yeah, oops.
So
He's just throwing up in the bushes.
so the other prisoners.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so no, so Zio is so excited. Zio can't believe. It's like, Zio's like just shocked, and like when Wiggs, you turn around, you see Zio is like looking at you. That now that you have, removed a guy's shoe with an arrow at 100 foot, and it's just like, are we back?
So
Look at that.
Can
Hey.
be a pirate
Hooray.
instead of a sailor?
You're muted, Tim.
Maybe I could convince him to be a pirate instead of a sailor.
Right now, you could probably convince him of just about anything, including like being a green horse. So excited to see at how you did and such. Also, Ernie helps that one guy up there. He falls on his knees in front of you. He's like, Master Elf, thank you for saving my life. I was sure it was over. And like looks over to all of you, and like the woman goes over there. It's like you rescued us. I was sure we were gonna die. Oh, those creatures! I was so terrified.
Why have they imprisoned you in the first place? Like, what happened?
Why
are they?
I don't know.
What are they?
She says, I do not know. She says, this morning we were out tending our fields and just, we say what time of year it is? I don't even remember. I want to be consistent.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't think we really did, unless in Accursed Heart you did.
I don't know.
If it helps, I just rolled a 12 and I rolled a d12 and I rolled a 3.
March, so it's like early spring. That's perfect. So we were just starting the planting and putting seeds in the ground, and then I heard this scream and I saw these green things. They came after us. Some people resisted, but they just killed them, and then they just grabbed us and they threw us in the back of that contraption, and they I don't know.
Oh, what's up with the other guys?
One guy was just being silly. The one guy, she tells you that he heard you guys making your way over there and yelled for help, and the one just reached inside the wagon, just punched the mess out of him, shut him up. And the woman's fine. The woman didn't she get a 19 on that check to get out of there? She landed like a superhero.
She did a Shokasugi Return of the Ninja.
Exactly.
Superhero landing.
Yeah, Deadpool showed up out of the background and woo! All right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna go around healing people, I guess.
Yeah, I need a lot.
Let's do
Ernie.
Let's do Ernie first.
All right. Ernie just did a good deed.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what does DCA thinks of that.
Yeah.
Disapproval.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Ernie got in front like you shall not pass. Turns out they did.
Okay, that's better.
Still, that was heroic.
Try it again. I got a 22, so that's you're neutral.
Yeah.
4 dice for you.
4 dice. That should.
Ernie, roll 4 dice. Keep the highest 2.
I'm only first. Am I?
Nope.
No, I'm only first level.
Roll 4
you roll
dice.
4 dice.
Keep
You pick the best
one.
And
Wait, what's the each? I forgot what hit dice for.
D12.
the warriors.
12. Okay.
12, yeah.
And then I'll heal the guy who's dragged in the wagon.
Give me a roll.
13. So that's, I don't know what his alignment is. Neutral? I don't know.
He is a neutral peasant, and he has a D6 or he'd be a D4. Roll him a D4.
He gets 2 hit dice. Or
All right.
2 hit points.
All right, yeah, that's enough to put the shine back in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? He's at least whatever. You do the guy that got punched.
Yeah, he
All right,
was very brave.
Yeah.
I could take another check actually because I was only able to get 1 hit dice out of that.
Oh.
I was down 15 hit points. So.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, let's try again. We'll we'll try Ernie again first. Okay, that's 19 total.
Boom.
So
Just do
Jason,
multiple
it means
dice.
you roll 2, pick 1, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll roll.
Ooh, sweet. All right, I'm fully healed.
All right, I'm gonna try again for the guy who yelled for help. Justicia doesn't like him. I'm sorry. I tried twice and she said no twice, so
It's probably chaotic.
sorry.
So he's gonna have to suffer for a while. He's gonna have to just be, just be punched. But
There's something that she wants him to learn from these wounds. I'm sorry. He's not gonna die. Then
Okay.
You also got 2 more warrior dudes on the ground that are still alive, or
they are alive. They are asleep. How long are they asleep for? Do we
It was 1d4. No, oh crap! I'm stuck on magic missile. It was for
I think it's just normal sleep.
1d6 hours.
Oh no. Yeah. So the 2 of them are laying there just dead asleep. One of them has been killed. We don't know what happened.
Now, I don't think that like questioning them is going to do much.
Maybe they keep their secrets in their pockets.
yeah, let's search. Let's
yeah. Wait, who's a thief?
Me.
Yeah. Try. You could probably do it without waking them up.
Yes.
All right, let's tie them up.
Well, they also turned normal as they were dying, so maybe we can get one right to the point of death and then question him.
It's just like, well, we could subdue him. You just beat him over with a.
Does anyone know how to dispel magic or anything? Because what if they're under an enchantment? What if they're victims here? Let's find out if
The dude that Forrester killed, and you said he turned back to a normal human, and is he still dressed up like a guard?
Yeah, he still has his armor on. He's got
Were these guys all dressed up as like this identical guards, or were they the same unit? Were they dressed identical, or were they? Okay.
These guys are all in fairly identical armor. It's just leather. It seems like it was protecting them better than leather when they were, green. It's just they're just wearing like leather hauberks.
Do any of the people we rescued?
That looks like, Miss Kelly's oldest boy, Brandon. Is that Brandon? How did he get mixed up in all this? What turned him green? And they're like, yeah, he's like, they recognize him. He's from like a village, one village. These guys are also from Nine Towns, but they're from the southernmost place there. And they all, they recognize this one. And they're shocked and now distraught that, they actually know this one. Yeah, it's Bran. They're
Maybe it's time for another miracle.
All right, let's try it.
So, Brendan, the horses took off, right? And they looked like they're going in the same direction they were traveling before.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're going back enough to go back to where. So look at these guys and think, if you want to know, we really want to solve this mystery, you could probably just follow the cart tracks. But we all have.
I'll turn to Zio and say, "Hey, Zio, you want to come investigate this with us? If you do, you're going to miss your ship. Otherwise, we can take you to your ship, but this is your trip, buddy. What do you want?"
Like, he looks over at Wiggs and is like, "Will you teach me how to shoot a bow?" Yes, I would like to go and help. And he holds his dagger up and he's like, the sea will still be there. And I even if I don't go get there, right away, I know that eventually I will sail on the Vainglorious Rat. I will see the Ultimak Islands. But
there are other ships in the Vainglorious Rat, and maybe after we follow this, we can take you to town, and maybe we can get another ship. Maybe we can get a ship ourselves and go to these islands ourselves.
That would be amazing. We could be sailors together. We would have to have someone teach us all because we don't know how to be. I mean, unless any of you know how to sail a ship.
Can't be that hard.
I mean, I don't imagine it's that much different than glove making.
You'd have to hire a crew, probably. I think I would just like to raise one concern is if we did agree to his cousin that we would deliver him safely to the city.
We
And
just-
this is not safely or going to the city.
Where he was going to go on an adventure, and instead he's going on a different adventure.
He was
Yeah.
getting wrapped up in human trafficking, and we all know it. Like modeling in New York.
What do you know about human trafficking, Elf?
That's a good point. We don't actually know what this island is really like. He's like this
true.
3 moons. Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I believe everything about the island, just not like this super weird sailor that came to visit him.
I did plan on vetting the sailor when we got there, but yeah, I mean, it is his life, his decision. I just wanted to
He's
bring up the
12.
point.
Perhaps what we can do is there a nearby village that we can also maybe like hire someone to go send a word to Quendi and let her know the current update?
Yeah, the 3 people you rescued are hell bent on getting back to their village, and they tell you that they'll definitely send a message to the blacksmith shop in Ing if you need them to.
Great.
They're so grateful. They're like, if you ever need anything from us, come and see us. We live in Orr, the southernmost village in 9 towns. We'd love to help you anytime. And they couldn't be more. They literally thought they were going to die, and didn't know what was going to become of them, and hadn't done. And they swear. They're like, I swear, I've never done them any wrong before. I don't know these people.
So I will tell them to send Quendi a note that says, "Adventure calls. Zio has changed his mind about the islands. He wishes to be an adventurer now.
Have Zio read it?
We'll see you soon. XO, 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 your little guy."
Have some sign it. Yeah.
I bet Forrester gives the best hugs.
Yeah.
All right. She and Martha will agree to this if the boy swears on his mother's name that he will listen to everything we tell him, as in if we say, hey, stay back, he stays back,
I
because he
will.
doesn't have any armor or anything,
I will.
And I give these villagers a whole sack of coins for their trouble. I'm handing them a sack of 20 silver pieces.
Holy crap! That's like months' wages for these guys. They're like, thank you, thank you, Master Hobbit, thank you. Yeah, plus, all that plus a bag full of coins. That's pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? So all right. So you guys are gonna make your way and continue to follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So you guys.
Wait, what about the dudes? The 2 sleeping dudes? Just leave them be?
Wow.
Do we check their pockets?
Maybe we should tie him up to a tree.
Oh, Tia Martha, were you still going to try to do something about that?
Try. I mean, ordinarily it's a spell to try to dispel a magic, which I don't have.
I'm also drenched in blood from the very grotesque way that I could have robbed that guy.
Right. All right. Oh, that's 19 total.
Heck yeah. 19.
It's a 21 total now.
Well, see, there you go. Yeah, I will say on a 21, so this is what happened. So one of them, that green just disappears, and they are laying there just asleep. And the other one wakes up and sits up and goes for their halberd. Let's roll initiative.
Oh.
You put your hands on both of them and said the words in the prayer, and the one is was still asleep, but the other one woke up angry. So go ahead and going backwards this time. Wiggs, what'd you get?
6.
6 for Wiggs. Okay, Tia Martha.
8.
Ernie.
4.
Horse.
Wait, what is your agility?
18.
18. Because I also got a 6, but I'll be going after Wiggs.
Yeah. All right, Septus.
18.
18 for Septus. Look at you, a hot addition. And last but not, Anatol.
16.
16 for me, Anatol. Okay, so Septus, go ahead and crank it up and get into it.
I'm just going to draw my longsword and swing.
All right, yeah, no problem. You make still ground. You can take plus 40 because he's on his butt.
Wow, 24.
You roll a crit?
No. Just and a total of 20 damage.
Man, he is still up. You flashed the mess out of him.
Eat for the toad.
Anatol, you are next, my friend.
I'm going to. We cured one. I mean, it'd be a shame for this guy to die, but we don't have all the time in the world to be messing with him, so I'm going to go over and stab him.
Stab him. Do it up. Take plus 4. He's essentially prone.
All right, so I got a 10 with my short sword, but then I got a 17 with my dagger.
Dagger, give me damage.
2.
He is still up, and this round he's going to get up, grab his halberd, and he is going to swing at 1, 2, 3 Septus, 4, 5, 6 Anatol. What's up, Anatol? He didn't like that dagger action at all, man. Here it comes. Boosh. He is going to get a rock and roll 20 something, and you.
He misses.
What now? Hold on. I got every line here, but for. Come on, man. There you go. You're going to take 8 points of damage. He halberds you. Yeah, he brings that halberd down. That thing hits like stone honed to a fine edge. And that is it. Tia Martha, it is your turn.
It seems a little urgent to take it down now, I guess. Does he seem pretty hurt?
He is pretty hurt, yeah.
And he just shellacked me.
It just shellacked you.
Hey,
I gotta draw my sword and Conan style. It's an 11.
Yeah. He got a holy symbol and he does not accept Justicar into his life, as it were. Instead, he spins around, blocks with his halberd, and keeps on fighting, and it's Wiggs. Time for Wiggs to do something Wigg-rit.
I don't really want to attack him, but I do have a lasso.
Yeah, get after that lasso. I mean, do it. Roll. I mean,
your mouth says yes, but your head says no.
No. Look, everything says yes. Just understand. Okay, let's just talk about your lasso for a minute. Okay, you're not trained in it, right? So you're rolling a d16, make an agility check, but you can, do it up. I mean, get him, cowgirl.
I've used it successfully before.
I know.
My D16 is here somewhere. All right. Do I get... No, never mind. That wouldn't work. 14?
You know what? You throw this lasso over dude's head, and it tightens up.
Yeah, I lasso him. I pull him to the ground.
You make a strength check to pull him to the ground. Actually, like this round, like your attack is to lasso him. Next round, you can try to like pull him down. But if somebody else wants to go over the rope, they can like after this round, like yank at their feet. Speaking of, if only there was somebody who was strong to pull us up. First, it's your turn, and Ernie, you're on deck. So.
All right. So, what is it you guys were just trying to do? I'm that.
So Wiggs has lassoed.
Step on the rope.
I have a modified.
All right, cool.
Oh, not it. Wait a moment.
Don't forget your D die and your strength.
Yeah, I got 10. My 10.
That is perfect. That plus one puts him over the edge. That's an assist. So the two of you, he falls like a statue. You know what I'm saying? You know.
It just toppled him.
Yeah, you'll just like just dragged him down. So now the three of you are like got this rope, and he is laying there. And that's the top of the order. It's Septus. Septus. What do you know? The Buckaroo Squad just took this guy off his feet.
Are you guys trying to possibly knock him unconscious, or?
Yeah, I think he's not kill him, since we know that there's an actual person.
Okay. Can I possibly use the side of my blade just to try and slap him silly?
Absolutely. Give me a silly slap shot.
That is a. Wow. Wait a minute. I'm trying to read it. That's a 13 plus 1, 14.
14 is what you need. Give me that. So it's really a die 7 for the subdual shot.
Okay.
And add your strength modifier to it as well.
All right. There we go. There's my 7. It is a 5.
Man, so set this like stab to the first round. This round kind of gets one across the bow with that king, and it really sounds like you hit an anvil. You know what I'm saying? But like you know, his head goes, and he just falls backwards like and laying out there in the dust, just like completely knocked out.
So while he's unconscious, does he turn like to his green retreat?
Nah, he's stays green.
Not easy being green.
Are his features different, as though like maybe he is like actually a different kind of humanoid creature?
No, he's totally human.
Okay.
Well, I feel like it didn't go as well as it might have, maybe. Because it might have been that I just need to try again with one at a time.
Like I think a 20 was enough to for the gods to come down and restore one of them. You know, I would have been looking for 25 to get to, and rescue them from the edge of this encampment. But I mean, that was heroic as hell. That's like that was you did good. But 21, that's like So if you want to, you could tie it up until tomorrow and then try to bust it on him. That's completely legit.
Have we woken up the sleeping guy yet?
No one has. He's still in there like.
I will wake him up and let him know he can return to town.
Jesus God, what the hell? He jumps up. He's he's shocked at what he's wearing, where he is. He's like,
yeah. We'll point to the one we just knocked out and be like, you were like him, but now.
Holy Ed! Oh my God, Ed! Oh, Ed! Oh, yes, they took us. They took us to that weird castle. That weird green guy took us and he put us in his vast and he did this to us. Oh, Ed, can you fix him? Well, you can fix him. Are you an elf? Are you a half?
I stand between him and the guy that Forrester went and mutilated, so he doesn't see him.
Yeah, I say, well, it wasn't me. It was the power of Justicia who healed you. But yes, we'll try to heal him. But great miracles do take time off, right?
He's like, that's amazing. Thank you so much for rescuing me. I will never, ever, ever, ever forget this. You saved me. It was like I was living in a daze. I had to obey that fiend's every command and do what he said. Oh Lord!
Can you describe the fiend some more?
He was green. I mean green, like head to toe green, like point over to him. He was this green color here, and he's got this laugh, and he's mean, and he's a heartless monster. And he grabbed all the people from my village, and he put us in this green crap, and they came out like this. And a few of them had been run, and oh my God, he had me smash him with a sledgehammer. Oh my God, I can't believe the things I've done. It was like I was I couldn't control my own body or my mind. I would say, no, I don't want to do this. But I would swat with my hands, deliver death blows to people. I killed people in the village of Or just this morning, and I counted them and threw them back to our wagon. Oh.
We saved them. You don't have to, I'll put my hands on his shoulders. Yeah. And I'll say, you're not to blame. You were his victim as much as they were. If you feel like your soul is heavy, you want to show contrition, they are going to build a cult of Justicia in you want to help. I'm sure they would appreciate your help. But for today, you should rest.
I'll go there right now. How do I get to, where the hell am I?
Tell him where we are, but do we have more questions for him before he goes?
Yeah, where did the emerald and where did
where's this green guy live?
Where did the green guy come from? Which direction? What?
Emerald, what?
It's like, no, actually, Ruby, that's it. The red.
I should have put it on everybody. I'm sorry. What was your question?
Which direction did he come from? Where did you find him? Avoid him.
He tells the story of he's a miller, and he tells the story of taking a load of he had his mule, and he was taking his load of milled wheat to sell, and he said he just got jumped out in the middle of the forest by these green guys. They took him, they threw him in the back of this van, this wagon, wagon, the back of the van.
Wow, this is starting to sound like Vainglorious Rat.
Yeah, they were above my head, put a radio on. It was just, I didn't know where it was. So, he said, they threw back the wagon, took me down there, and they cleaned there for days, and they threw me in the vat. And the vat, I mean, that's when it happened. It was this evil enchantment took over.
Does he seem to have rhyme or reason for it? Is he trying to gain something aside from servants? But what was your purpose?
To get more people like myself. He just made us, make more. And some of them in there aren't like us. Some of them in there, it's like he can make stone become alive and walk around like a man.
So those horses, were they ever real horses?
Yes, those were real horses one time, I think.
Okay, so they weren't created stone.
Oh, he had other creatures there too. He had these flying skull things that were. It's very confusing, but I remember seeing them above.
Do you know how we can get there from here?
Give me a luck check for Martha. See how oriented he is at this point.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
that is way under my luck.
He kind of looks down, he points. He's it's a 3-day ride, to west, and essentially he is pointing in the direction that the wagon took off in.
Okay. Cool.
On the Twitter, and he said, and I'm trying to quote as best I can here, he looks terrible, and if he's going to do this for real, he should get an actual web camera. So he sent me, they recently upgraded their gear, and he sent me a webcam. So thank you, Tim, and thank you for, in your amazing note, thank you so much. If ever I'm able to make anything better, I am absolutely grateful for each and every opportunity I have to make anything better. So thank you. This is awesome. This is totally, increased my, helped me out, and it's
nice.
It's fun. Yeah, I'm really happy about it. So I was.
I thought you were going to get ready to go into a multi-level marketing, trying to sell a diet or a supplement. If I'm looking better, it's because I'm taking these greens.
And magic bullet juicer,
I have a magic bullet.
I have one too. It's gathering dust in the kitchen.
You know what I use mine for? I put my coffee beans in every day. I make fresh. I use a small one on there. Fresh coffee. I'm telling you, it's like fresh coffee every morning. It's amazing. So yeah, I'll never do it without. We make smoothies a lot too, in the summertime, but mostly I use that to grind. I use it every day to grind coffee. So you guys are cool for a minute. I'm gonna take a quick break from running the room. Right back.
David Bateman and I played some Dark Trails this morning.
I keep trying to hit the red slash button. I'm not even looking at the unmute button. What'd you guys do?
We were playtesting his adventure. I think that he's writing for your stretch
goals. Cool.
Went well. We won. I think he thinks it's not hard enough yet, so he's going to make some things.
There's a little bit of a power creep, I think.
It's DCC. It's hard to tell. I've been playing this game for 8 years now, and it's still things that you think will be a breeze are not. And
the rolls will help kind of gauge it too. The 2 games I ran during DCC days both went in totally different directions, and it kind of makes me, I have those days where I'm like, I need to tweak this or that, but then you'll play another session, and you're like, it's fine the way it is.
Hey, Beatty. It's
Sweet. I was hoping you guys weren't hearing her purrs because she just sits here at my feet and cries until I pick her up.
Aw.
She's so calm in your arms there.
She fusses at me when I put her down. I mean, she literally would still be in my arm.
She was grooming you for like an hour.
Yeah. My arm actually got tired from holding her.
My cat is a punk now. She doesn't want anything. She only comes over to me. She comes over and rubs on me when she wants to get fed, but that's pretty much it. And then right around this time of night, she gets her zoomies, where she just runs around like a maniac. She does like parkour off the walls.
How old is she now, too?
She's like 1 year and 2 months now.
Aw.
Baby.
Mine are just a little over 3.
I remember you got him. Remember you had to, what should we name these cats? And then
Hugh and Shanna.
Yeah, I had to. We this morning. Was it this morning?
well, when we played, or
Yeah.
again, or
Was it today? Yeah.
that was,
Yeah,
that was today.
Yeah. My cat Trokio was named after my D&D character that got killed in that game I was in with BC and Craig. And like, I don't use that name. Like Trokio Bard, I've been using Washington since I was in Seattle. And I really like the character, and I was really bummed when he got killed. Like he really got killed on my night off. Like I couldn't make it on a Friday, and like BC like in the middle they texted me, but I didn't respond. And they said, yeah man, I was red. Boof, Pathfinder just died. Yeah, hard it is to kill a bard in Pathfinder. Like, not easy, my friend. So
amazing. And of course, because this is how it is with cat names, Hugh is also Huey and little baby Huey and Huey Lewis and Huey Lewis in the News and Mr. Lewis and Hubert Dubert and Doobie. He's all of those things. And Shanna is also Shanna Banana and Shenanigans and Shannon.
we call Trokio El Típico because he's got like all of the basic cat behavior. Like he can't stay away from yarn. He's like underfoot all the time, and he's adorable.
Steals your breath at nighttime.
Steals your breath at nighttime. Yeah. Stephen King wrote a novel about him murdering people. No, but like actually the other night I saw him take an amazing leap off the bed to catch a moth. It's like it could have been like Mutual Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
My cat Shiva's, he's 13 years old. He has no prey drive. He just looks at things that fly past him. Oh, that's kind of interesting. But my dog will chase them and snap at them and try to eat them. And just tries to eat beasts too, which is not the best plan. But so far, he hasn't got them.
5 in the morning yesterday, we had a raccoon come to the window, and they all freaked seeing this raccoon, and they all just like the whole house was in a stir all morning because a raccoon sighting. They're all looking out the window trying to see where it went to. I don't know. I'll take Trokio over a raccoon, a little one. He's a big boy. All right, y'all. So surely enough, with Dio in tow, we are going to make the 3 journey up to what this is. What are we going to do that last guard?
So you could rest and maybe track in the next day with trying to call on my god.
So we're gonna
we'll tie him up.
You guys tie him up?
Yeah.
I have chain.
Camp.
I have chain.
Chain.
Since he's a stone guy.
Yeah, that's the move.
I still have 2 pieces of banana bread.
The old banana bread from the evil days.
You cut the banana bread? You didn't save any? Yeah, I'm sure some of us
Good
save
stuff.
some
I
good
ate.
stuff. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I didn't save any of that. That stuff went right into my belly.
If there's
That wrestling competition took a lot out of me. Arm wrestling tournament took a lot out of me.
if there's anywhere to buy ZO, I'd like to do that. I promised I'd teach him how.
Sure.
Okay.
He will all night long, like, you start showing him the basics of it, and he's really excited about it. And at one point, like, he actually wanders up on, like, during a break, wanders over to Septis, and is like, Mr. Septis, you're a wizard, right?
Yes, I am.
Could you turn me into an elf?
No, but if you sit with me and listen to the frogs, they'll whisper to you.
All right. Yeah, man. But Bugabill's in his default was like,
Septis,
Wow.
tell them which ones are safe to lick and which ones are not.
What do you mean by safe?
Well, there was a time I thought I was going to be a wizard because I licked a frog and I saw into a different realm.
Now, Septis, is it true that if you kiss Bugabill's full on the mouth that he turns into a handsome prince? I heard that somewhere. Is that true?
I hope to meet him one day so that I can find out myself. I was white drool on my face.
he turns into the Bill Johnson from Omaha. Just like, wouldn't that be funny? We should bust out something in the game at one point and be like, you solved the riddle. I've been trapped in mortal form. Only true love gets to the Bugabille. True love. All right. So you spend the night with them, and that next day, people get luck points back as appropriate. Anybody injured kicks a hit point back.
I'm really injured, but I'm not gonna press to Martha unless she's.
I was very piled up on disapproval, so I'll heal you in the morning.
I give the kid one of the halberds.
God, do not give him one of those dollars.
He just falls right over. Probably weighs more than he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and a buddy could, like, he needs 2 more kids in a trench coat to fight with the halberd. You know what I'm saying?
I start teaching him how to say dirty words in halfling.
Man, he's all about it, He teaches you some sailors. He learned some sailor curses from that sailor that he hung out with at Ing, and he teaches you some sailor curses too. He's very excited about, the devil. Just consider Septimus to be at the minimum for 2nd level plus 3 at this point, whatever it is.
53?
Yeah, so you're at 53.
So I'm almost performed enough.
Okay.
Cool.
Does anybody else need healing? Everybody else okay?
I got everything I needed after the battle.
All right. So this other guy, I'm sure he's awake. Get to speak if I ask. Me like, are you
He
in there?
glares. All he does is glare. All night long,
Okay.
he never slept. All night long, he strained against those chains. All night long, he tried to get up. He's done it so much that he's actually ground some of his, like the green bits off of him. He's actually like made tracks in his body where the chain rubbed on him, where he was trying to burst out of it all night long.
Yeah, I make sure he doesn't get up.
Cool. So Ernie's on guard at this point. But
I will say to him. Oh, okay. Before I start, I will say to him, I know that the person that you truly are is in there somewhere. I'm going to help you. So pray with all your heart for freedom, whatever, just ask him to cooperate.
Take a +1 on your check from that. Like, that actually, like, the interior, the person that's dying to get out of there is like, yes, it's like the only thing they can do. That's going to give, that is going to give some weight to what they do.
And also, before she does it, I'm also gathering up all, like, the kind of emerald dust from around where he'd been, like, rubbing off his flesh and trying to, like, push it back on just in case, like, when he comes back, he doesn't
You are a sweetheart. Yeah. Like, so in case, like, it puts his skin back, that's awesome. Yeah, man. All right. So, yeah, you kind of redust him up there as best you can. Again, the whole time he's just, trying to get back.
Here we go.
All right.
All right. That is a 17. 17.
Right. You are. It's now a 21.
21.
Hey.
Well, that's the number. Yeah. So you like, whoa, and like, yeah, he like, sure enough, just the green shrinks off of him, scoundrel point and then disappears. And like he's like, you did it, Miss Tia Martha did it. And like you see where like he kind of like leans forward and like all this loose skin falls off of him, and you can just see where underneath he's completely rubbed his flesh raw against those things. And that dust just turned into like skin dust for a second. Like, oh.
Yeah, just
It says no matter. Miss Tia Martha, I saw what you did with my friend. This is, by the way, is Eddie. And he says, and all night long I prayed that you could fix me as well and save me, and you did. But he gets on his knees in front of you. He's still chained up, but he's like, I pledge I will follow Justakara for the rest of my days. See if I don't. I swear I shall be for return me to my life. I shall for all time. I shall never eat a bite of meal before without saying a prayer beforehand and being thanksgiving. Nor shall I ever forget him in my heart or in my actions. I don't know much about them.
Justicia,
but
and make sure we get some royalties if you decide to write a book.
What's your name, friend?
Yeah. Well, obviously he's heard then about they're building a temple, and
his book is The Green Mile. My time as an monster.
It is a future mouse.
Take it.
Right.
I asked him for his name.
Eddie.
Oh, it's Eddie. I'm sorry.
No, you can't have his name. Your name is Forrester. You had a name.
So, Eddie, you were quite good with the halberd there. Maybe one way you can help Justicia is by helping us avenge the evils in this land by joining us.
Yes, I'll absolutely do that. But I can't really fight that well. It was like my hands just did their thing while I was tied up. He's like, I was a fisherman. You want lake trout? Ed's your boy, okay? I know all the spots and all the tricks, but I learned a little bit, and he kind of picks it up, and he kind of, I'll absolutely go with you and do what I can. If we can rescue everybody else from in there, that would be amazing, because they didn't deserve this.
Then you're part of the team.
All right. So Ed the fisherman, and Ed the fisherman's got 4 rock and roll hit points.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a 0-level guy. His equipment is a halberd. His armor class is, he's got a leather harbor gives him +1. And his home die 6 from that. And that's literally all he has. He's also really hungry because he hasn't eaten a meal in a month and a half.
I have a piece of fruit in my equipment. I'll give it to him. I'll give him this peach.
I'll ask him if he wants any banana bread.
Yeah. Well, then he sees, no, it's so nasty at this point. It's like a brick. It's like it's 2 weeks old. It's been to the
I say, actually, you know what? This isn't for you. Never mind. This isn't. I don't think this is good anymore.
I'm not sure that's food.
Offer him a baby in a jar.
I have one of those as well.
God!
Can I assume we have?
They're delicious.
What?
I'm sure we packed up like rations and things for the journey, right? So I would think
you guys have got
that we had food.
Yeah, we got a week's rations for the trip.
And I'll go ahead and I'll give him 6 of my darts.
6 darts, no problem. So yeah, someone put that on Ed's sheet.
Is somebody keeping track of Ed?
I can keep track of Ed. So he says his hit points are 4.
4 hit points, armor class
Halberd.
11. Halberd does a D10 if you get hit with it. He's +0. Actually, let's go ahead and roll his strength up. I'm rolling here. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah. All right. You want me to roll?
Yeah, go for a roll.
All right. All right. Strength is 8. The ability would be next, and that's a 12. Constitution. Oh, that went off the table. 12. Stamina, not Constitution.
So that's 4. Still a 4.
It's nice personality. 15 personality.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
He's a charmer.
Yeah.
All right. Intelligence.
He might have that
4.
glow to him.
Not real bright. Very sweet. Luck. 8.
He did get hooked up and thrown into a vat of green stuff. That doesn't sound lucky to me. So that tracks.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, that's a minus. 8 is -1, right? Am I thinking right? Yeah. So.
Okay. Welcome, Ed, to the gang.
Right. And if you can be the guest star if someone if Septus doesn't make it. Not saying Septus won't make it. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I think that's what you're saying.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
We've also got Zio.
You got Theo. Yeah, he's got. Theo's got kid stats. You know what I mean? Theo's like, But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'd roll like D3s for Zio stats. He's 12.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you, for his physical stats, he's got, but there you go. So, we are going to follow along at this thing.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask our wizard and our elf and our victim of this guy. Are there things we've only fought like one wizard before, and that was Whately.
Yeah, Whately.
But like anything we have to worry about as far as like we go there. I noticed like Septus can put people to sleep. Like, am I? I want to walk in and get knocked unconscious, and they're gonna dip me into this green liquid, or are there things that we can do to prepare?
And I can see why Anatol's especially worried, because he's generally the one who's more susceptible to these things.
Yeah, yeah, green things and green gems. I'm like all set with.
I'll explain that if there is indeed an enchanter in the destination, that he can more than likely cast great magics. But I hear through the whispers of the frog that if you rub my warts, it will give you special protections against certain magics.
I'll take a chance.
I'll rub his warts.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not
my night's complete. I'll see you guys. I got my warts rubbed.
I
Goodness
just want to see
gracious.
what happens.
Yeah, I'll look at Wiggs and I'll say, "This is a special one right here. See?
Shaped like a toad.
You want me to roll for it?
Rubbing a wart?
Yep.
What kind of roll do you make for rubbing a wart?
I don't know.
You can take a 10.
Pain versus disease, I guess.
Nah, we'll
Oh.
Come on now, that was solid.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, no one is rolling anything like, you know what I mean? It's just a, friendly wart rubbing going on. I don't know. All right, so you guys ride for 3 days. Okay, so again, like this is now that you have Ed and the kid coming along. Sure enough, you guys make your way down to 3 days of travel until okay, here is what you see. So you actually come to the ocean. Okay, so like you are headed towards the capital. Okay, which is Havre. They're really south of the Havre, which Havre is on the coast, so you're actually on the same coast as Havre. Okay.
Green?
It is not green, but there seems like a door, and there is green stuff by the door over there.
I look at Eddie. Like, is this where we need to go?
Ed's like, yes, that's it. And he says, right in front, those two are guards.
The green stuff?
Yes. If you get up, once you'll see they're kind of translucent. But when you get up close and see that they're,
Were they once like you, or are they something different?
He's like, I can't tell them this far away. But I know some of them were like me, and some of them were just pieces of rock, of crystal that he's somehow able to make be alive.
Can those be injured like other things?
They can. I think. I mean, I never seen anyone, but I know that a few times some of them were imperfect, and he had to smash them with sledgehammers.
How are they at arm wrestling?
I could say, sir.
I bet I can beat them.
Pretty strong though, and there's something about that control. I mean, I had never fought with a halberd before, or anything. But once I was there, I was I was being guided somehow, and it made me much more skilled than I normally am.
So we can't see a door or anything, right? Just the.
We want to walk up close enough to actually make out features of this thing.
I want to get. I mean, I want to go to bow range, and I'll look from there. But if these guys want to get up,
Well, thanks.
I'll look at Wiggs and say that, I think maybe if he thinks they're guards, maybe we just start shooting, peppering them with arrows from here.
I would love to shoot them.
So, who gets within?
Sorry, I'm sure Theo would also love to have a chance to shoot some of them too.
Oh yeah, he has no bow though. He's like sharing a bow, but
Oh, that's true. He doesn't have his own yet.
yeah.
What is he?
And I asked if we passed through a place where I could get him a bow, if I could buy him.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying about teaching him. Yeah, you didn't actually pass through any civilization. We have
Maybe
anyone.
he's no good at it yet, anyway.
Yeah, he's still crap at it. But no, you never know. You know what hell at though is knots. Like you were tying dude up, he's like, oh no, you want to use a sail for that one. Like he's really got his knots down. Like he's in pre-sailor. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Go ahead and give
Like,
Theo
make me a
my
bow
remaining
line.
7 darts.
all right. Yeah, Zio. You gave him the remainder of your darts go to Zio. All right. Take note, he has darts. He cannot wait to stick with one of these things. He's so excited about it.
I stand behind Zio when he's got the darts out.
Yeah, I know, right?
So there's like a doorway and with green patches on the side.
Yeah, he
And
tells
that's
you
what
that
he's
the
saying
guard.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna go?
So
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely not getting close.
All right.
Since we know, is there like a moat or a bridge or?
No, there's
it's
like
just,
there is like so the citadel sits at the edge of the cliff. Okay, so there's like imagine like the castle of the Wicked Witch in the west. There's like a curved road, like with curves on the side, that kind of like goes up to the front there.
Okay.
You can see for miles. Like that's the thing about the citadel, though. Like you can totally tell that from where they are, it's super defensible because there's nothing around. Trees all gone. There's just dirt and short grass.
Yeah.
Like nothing on the way up there and such.
But no fields of poppies.
No fields of poppies, and if you want to see a flying monkey, you actually have to lick a toad. So that's. But you can see that, you guys have, magic is now like a half mile away. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you can't really, see too much going on up there. What's the plan?
I think we should just, from where we're standing right now, if anybody is like guarding, watching from like windows or anything, are there windows? Are there little cut slits things?
Yeah.
I used to know all the names of these castle parts.
I heard that, man. Yeah, you don't really see it. It looks like super,
I'm sure someone's watching. But my guess is that we could probably get up like 50 feet away and just start peppering the things. And when we decide it's okay, knock on the door.
Also, I'll ask Ed if only the front is guarded or if he thinks we should we could like kind of go around the perimeter and then sneak up behind.
You probably could ask him if he knows if there's a secret entrance.
Sorry.
Is there a basement?
He knows that there are multiple levels, but he's only he says that like in the deepest basement is where the vats are, and he was on vat duty there for a while. He tells you that, but also says that you can't just wander your way around the outside of the citadel because it is literally jutted up to the edge of that cliff there. If you were to go around it, you'd go over the edge of the cliff. You know what I'm saying? You'd just you'd fall into the water. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, Yeah, it's specifically put in a very defensible area there where you can't just make your way around the outside of the perimeter.
Yeah. So my guess is that we probably have to walk in through the door. I want to climb some walls.
Yeah, yeah, you could try climbing up the top. I don't know what you never know.
Let's just get close enough to start peppering it.
All right. So we're going up to within 50 feet of it. Is that right?
Oh, no.
It's a very specific number.
No, I'm going to get up to within. My longbow's range is 2 times the max. 140's mid. I think I will do.
Just do short range for longbow. What's our range for longbow?
Short range 70.
Oh, yeah. So we could go like 60 and have everyone with longbows pepper it. Magic missiles.
Yeah. Wiggs, do you want to focus fire on one of them, or should we each take one?
I have a plan.
Oh, what's your plan?
We'll go into the woods and we'll build a wooden rabbit.
No.
We
could send Zio to the front door and he's selling popcorn to raise money.
Yes.
What is popcorn?
Delicious.
Or we could have bushes.
I'll take
Totally
one.
walk towards it.
Gordon Woods up to the name. I'm with it,
There's no sneaking up to this thing. I'm
Probably
pretty
not. So maybe we should just like approach it, and then as soon as we're within long range of longbows, start peppering them, and we all just keep moving closer.
Yeah, 60. I think 60 feet would be safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not long range for longbows. That's in short range.
Yeah, it's like regular roll.
Okay, so you guys are going to go within 60 feet, draw bows, and fire.
Yes.
All right. You head up there. And all right, yeah, so you get there within 60 feet. And from here, Ed says, okay, the one on the right, that one used to be a man. The one on the left, that one is living stone.
I don't know if that means maybe we should go for the one that's a man first, or we test to see if our bows are even effective against the stone.
If there's like a possibility of us not killing the ones that he knows are men, that might be a good thing, but I don't really care about that much, to be honest.
So we want to aim at the stone first and see if we even have a effect.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going to take aim on the one on the left. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So then you guys actually draw your bow out. It's like drawing a bead. They suddenly animate and spring into action. So let's go ahead and let's get that initiative on. Boosh.
D16 for longbows, right?
Dang it. Yeah, D16 if you got a longbow.
Don't matter, son. I got an 18.
All right, 18
6.
for Anatole. Baby, what you got? This 11 for Sebas. For Forster.
12.
For
20.
Nice. Tia Martha.
10.
And last but not least, Wiggs.
6.
6 for Wiggs.
So last.
All right, so you can see that these two guards, what do they have? They draw their swords as you guys draw your bows, and but you guys go first. So Ernie, is your turn first. Y'all are 60 feet away. That is a standard bow shot range. If you want to take a standard bow shot.
I don't have anything that can go that far, but I'm going to go and take I'll go up about 10 feet, and I'm gonna ready for a charge from these guys, and these guys should be able to shoot. They should be able to shoot past me, right?
Yeah, until they get belly range. Sure.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go about 5 feet. Slow down.
The road up there is kind of elevated, so they're like at higher ground than you guys. You know what I mean? So, so they could definitely talk to them. No problem. All right, so you go up 10 feet. You're set and waiting for charge. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
It is Anatol.
Shooting D6. Yeah, I got not natural, but I got a 20.
20, outstanding.
And that's the one that's like on the one he said was the stone one. So we'll see. And I rolled a 3 for damage.
Okay. You think he took that? You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Yeah, sure enough, they all right. Yeah, you hit that one. You definitely do some damage. It's still up in this fight, and it is going to it's Forrester. Forrester, you are back 60 feet with the crew. What are you gonna do?
So because I'm a hobbit from chainmail, my speed is only 15. So I can't really cover a whole lot of terrain. So I'm going to advance forward 30 feet. So I'll do a double move.
Okay.
And I'll be there with my active clearly ready.
So you're going to be 20 feet in front of where we're posted up.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Why are you going so far?
What's that?
Why are you going so far up? Why are you going so far up?
Oh, should I not advance?
You can come by, stand by me.
Okay, I'll send by Ernie.
Okay. So you're going.
How wide is this path?
Path is very, very wide. Big enough for a carriage to go up, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So
a carriage. Okay.
Yeah, say 50 feet wide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You couldn't get two going past one another, but you get one.
Yeah, but it'll still be difficult for them to get past us.
Yeah,
without going
they
over the
would have
edge,
to
right?
kind of like get up off the curb. You know what I mean? Like they'd have to be on terrain. So, but they could do it. But yeah, it wouldn't be easy. All right, that's awesome. Forrester, you were up there standing there arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder with Ernie, and that's when Septis does something amazing. Or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to finish. Like, what am I going to do?
Cool. All right, and then go ahead and do Eddie on your round.
Oh, yeah. Lyseed would move up, and he could throw a dart at the... Are they close enough for him to throw a dart? Or not.
I mean,
he'll be ready.
Yeah. So if you want, he could go over there and get, like, right now, Ernie and Forrester have made kind of a line of defensive line. He can go up there and get them and be on defensive.
Yeah, he'll like go to the right of who's on the right and plant himself with his halberd, and he's going to be ready to try to knock one of them off the bridge and in water.
He would knock him off the path onto the grass, really. You're not like that far close to water, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be cool if it was like the da-da-da-da, like the the sheer path going on the side. That's tight.
All right. Dream big. All right. Well, he's ready anyway.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
It's just a path going up this hill. Like I said, they would go up off the path, like step up this high curb and make it on there. So it does kind of channel them naturally down this road, though. So that's all good though, because it's time for Wiggs to do something incredible. Wiggs, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to shoot him in the face.
Shoot them in the face. All right.
Sounds incredible.
All right. Same one that everyone's been targeting, the one that was previously made of stone?
I mean, I only had a temporary burst of conscience with the last guy because we were all kind of wailing on him. Didn't seem fair. Yeah, I'll go for the stone one.
Gotcha. All right. Make your attack.
18.
It's gonna hit.
2 points of damage.
Oh, he is still up, and it's their turn. So the two of them charge up to Ernie, Forrester, and Eddie. So I'm gonna roll first guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, that first guy likes Eddie. Here comes that attack. Watcha! That is going to be a 6 plus, hold on. That's 12. These guys have got like swords made of this stuff. He hit Ed. All right. Ed is going to take the low damage of. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to look at my dice. I just rolled. Oh, here it goes. Just rolled you. All right. He is going to do, gosh, you know what? 3 points of damage. Minimum shot. I swear I didn't cheat that. Yeah, and the other one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other one likes Ernie. Here comes that roll. It's gonna be a 21. Rock and roll. Ernie, you are gonna take the low damage of 5 points as it hits you with its translucent green sword.
And how many feet did he go up to this? I'm sorry, was it only 10 feet?
Only 10 feet. So you guys are 50 feet away from the door. Is that line?
So did we also have attacks prepared? Is that really the thing we could have done or no? Since we're only before 10.
I would have, if the weir had called it for their need, I would have let that like go. Or I guess if you held action, like yeah. If you said I'm gonna hold action and actually wait when we get to up there, I'll go ahead and take a shot. I would have gone with that.
It's fine.
Yeah, just how you call it. But you know what though? You're still going next because it's the top of the order.
Yeah.
And it's Ernie. You got a guy in your grill. What you gonna do?
Yeah, the guy that got my grill, is that the one up from the right?
The one's on you. The
that
one's got to hit Ed.
I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to. I'm gonna just dash him. I'm gonna beat him down. Does a 16 hit?
Bingo. Yeah, absolutely.
For 7 points of damage.
All right, outstanding. So you take
Outstanding?
No, outstanding. You take him out. You hit that guy, and he falls over. But here's what happens: when you kill that one, real quick, he explodes.
Like violently throwing shrapnel explodes, or
Violently throwing shrapnel explodes.
What?
Oh.
So
Does he take out the other guard with his shrapnel?
let me check. No.
He might get Eddie though.
You roll for it.
Hold on. 1 second.
Should throw back.
Eddie's thinking to himself, worst funnel ever.
Wait, what did you say?
And Eddie's thinking to himself, this is the worst funnel ever. I'm going to be 0 level.
Doesn't say how much damage.
Yeah, we only have 2 zeros with us for this funnel.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That one guy's like not even a 0, it's like a -1. The kid. All right. You know what? Okay. For now, I want to look at this further, but we'll say it explodes and no one takes any damage right there. In the future that might happen, but right now it just blows up and it just shoots shrapnel all over the place. Green bits go all over, it just dies. So the only one left is the other one, and that was Ernie, and it's Anatol.
all right. I don't want to fire into melee, so I'm gonna just toss my bow down and go over and attack. Can I draw both my sword daggers? One, if I'm throwing down a weapon.
You can draw them both.
Okay. And I will go over to the dude and fight him.
Okay.
My dagger is with 2 misses. There's no way I hit either one of them. I got a 2 and a 3.
All right. 2 misses. That's all right though, because Forrester, it's time for you to go. So there's only one left. It's the former, and now he's got both. You can totally tell. The one looks like a carving. You know what I'm saying? Like he was whittled out of stone. But the other one looks very man-like, like the ones that you encountered on the road. Hey,
all right. I'm going to kill the manly one. Okay, so I've got a 17 and a 15.
17 and 15. Those are both games. Go ahead and give me that.
Perfect. So the damage then is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points.
So and he also he falls and he dies like the other one, where that green just disappears and he becomes a man again. They're dead. So you killed the 2 guards at the front door. It's a little bit early, but this is probably actually a really good stopping point for us where we actually make our way into the dungeon and start doing all kinds of stuff. So if it's cool with everybody, let's go ahead and we'll put dice down here. But let's have a real big special thanks to Dave Beatty, all the way to the living room to be in our team. We love you. Everybody go out there and try Dark Trail.